Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to the Exsanguis Playtest. This is a game that is the successor. It's made, I don't know if it's technically the successor. It's made by the same studio that released Otherside, a game I absolutely loved, and that some of you might have seen me play and, destroy all the bosses in. But we are going to go ahead and do a new game. Currently, there's no music on this screen, but it is a playtest, so obviously not all assets are in. This is kind of... Generally speaking, playtests are usually late alpha, early beta, and this is going to be going into early access soon-ish. I don't know how soon. It might be a year, it might be a week, it might be a month. I don't know. But a void mood was born in the sky, its shadow cast upon memory. As we bleed dry, life and death have stalled to a halt. Bleed us back to life, kin of my blood, my stille. I have a feeling this is going to have the aesthetic of Otherside, which was very much black and white with red accents, and you can see it already being a thing here. This shows how much corrupted blood you've collected. 400 is required to access the boss location. That's actually, if I remember correctly, didn't the original game Otherside have that kind of as well? Accessible area where you can select available locations. That's a radius, I guess. Boss location, your objective lies beyond the final confrontation. This is how much cycle you have. 50 is required to move between locations, and after choosing a difficulty, you can access the location from there. Okay, so and this gives us information, and this is our available locations. Okay. I'm probably going to forget all that, because I have the memory of a goldfish. What can I say? Desert of the Drowned. Desert of the... Okay, these are all Desert of the Drowned locations. Can we actually choose... Okay, so we have a few things. Select the difficulty. Easy location remains quiet. Scattered enemy presence. I think we could just increase difficulty, give us more. Yes. Full control enemy numbers are high. Location is under enemy control. Expect organized resistance. I'm going to start on an easy one just to get an idea of what's going on. We're going to use it on one of the smaller locations. Both of these are 55, and they're both 100 XP. This one's also only 100 XP. Does the XP go up? No, it does not. So we're going to go after this top one and go on in. I don't know why there's no audio. That is actually making me mildly concerned. WASD to control the camera. The timeline defines the turn order of characters, and list of skills can be used by the character. Okay. We'll check on the audio whenever we get into the actual... Oh, nope, there's audio. I hear you. I hear you, Wanderer. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be using a similar setup, although we don't have a marker for the halfway point. But it looks like it's going to be using a similar setup to the other side. We have, what, one enemy over there. We have a birthing pod. Destroying it will stop the hatching. Got a halberd guy, moves to the next closest Stilla and uses a skill. One moves to the closest. That one uses a skill. Its skill is Demonic Burst. Deals 20 damage, applies vulnerable. And we also have a guy hiding over there. Potentat. Got Harvest Instant. Deals 20 damage to target. If target is vulnerable, restores 20 health to self, so it heals itself on vulnerable. We also have a birthing pod over there. Doesn't look like we can jump across these areas unless... And yes, this is the highest we can... Oh, no, wait. I think what happens... Yeah, we have this. Entering burst is a thing that we can do as well. This, I am out of practice with Otherside. So you're going to have to deal with me being bad at the video games. This is also my first time looking at this, so I'm learning the things. So we want to... Oh, you are that one. We can't actually move to there. Applies mark and moves yourself backwards by 2 tiles and deals 26 damage if the target has mark. And this is area of effect. So we could actually hit over here and hit all of those guys. Target has mark, it removes it and deals an additional 20 damage. Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to take those guys out, but we could do damage over there. So maybe like that. And you just wait there. So that's going to apply after all of them have moved, but I think we'll be okay. Pushes target back by 3 tiles. The enemy, if the enemy collides with an obstacle unit, it takes an additional 10 damage. We have cutting edge as well. What is the range on these? Relatively short. I don't know how much movement this is going to take. That's 17 AP. That uses 18 AP, so that's going to be 35. That should be fine. You could also apply vulnerable. I think we actually go burst on this. Apply the vulnerable. We go into burst. That sends them back to hell. And since we're in burst, can we actually... No, we don't have enough to do that. We could move again. And get ourselves back there. And end turn. We do actually have some pretty good music going on in the background. I'm gonna have to adjust audio in the editing and stuff like that, so if I forget, that's going to go poorly. Okay, so we're on your turn now. Okay, so these are all delayed. So if I cast... No, it doesn't show it on the little bar thing. Those are birthing pods. That's her doing Volt Step, I believe. Yes. So if we do this one, it doesn't actually say when it's going to occur. I think we just move back and get the hell away. Or we go here. And Eon Shard this guy. And end turn. Oh, they move much further than I thought they would. I think we'll be fine dealing with these. This is an easy mode. We should be okay. I shouldn't be completely destroyed by this. And nothing there, so we wasted our AP on that. Can I actually... No, we can only do the specific character. There's a thing coming here, which is a birthing pod. That is the one over yonder. It's going to spawn a dude. And we destroyed the birthing pod over here. Think we go ahead and... I want to probably get close to that birthing pod faster rather than later. There's one guy down. Painting the world with blood. And then move you over here. And then we're not going to move further because we do not want to go into over, because I think that's going to that has positive and detrimental effects if it works like it did in other side. It just hasn't told us about it yet. And all of yours are delayed. What is the range on that one? Delayed attached, 20 AP, range area effect. It does a burst, okay. I don't particularly like the delayed effect on a lot of characters, because as you can see, they end up with us missing quite a bit. Those guys have a ways to go. I'm going to go ahead and zip up here. We can actually just try and set up for hitting these things next. Oh, it destroys the birthing pod. Okay. Oh, that thing just went full ham on me. Thank you, game. It must have gone into overdrive or whatever it's called. Demonic burst. Okay. Demonic burst is happening before she... Oh, no, she gets another turn before then. Thank Buddha. Okay, so you can get up close to pretty much anything you want. Thing is, we want 14 left. But going out that far... Oh, no, this is you. Okay, so this is the... Oh, we have that ordered. Doip, I'm an idiot. Okay, so that's 40. I guess you are going to go ahead and just beat the crap out of this guy. Can we do another one? Yes, we can. And we might, you know what? I am going to go ahead and overdrive on you. That pushes you back to this. Sorry, burst. There are, in the original game of Other Side, there were reasons to burst. But generally you wanted to hold off on it until you had all your positioning done. So you just get back here. This one is going to... It's a relatively short range, and so is that. Do we burst with you as well? I don't think we do. And also, worth noting, your fog is kind of irritating at the moment. I would recommend against that because it's hard to see. I know that they did fog effects in the original, and it wasn't quite that blatant. I think it's because it's light background with light fog that's causing a bit of a bloom issue. But it does make it hard to see. Okay, so you go there. End turn. Let's go ahead. That's a 30 time unit delay, unfortunately, so we can't really do anything to this guy with it. So I think we actually just book it back this way. Whee! And end turn, so we don't end up having to wait. He's just going to do his thing. He's going to blow up on the ground. Enemies having delayed effects, I mean, that's fine as well. These guys are grouping up nicely for us. Okay, so that one and that one are going soon. Both of these are instant. So we go there. Bam. And we push ourselves to the limit here. And then do we get reaction attacks against us? No, we do not. Couldn't remember if this game had reaction attacks, but we killed one of them. And now it's your turn, Leora. That is not going to happen before they move, I don't think. Yeah, they both get to move before then. Let's Eon Shard. 20 AP. And we'll do another Eon Shard this way. Just to make it so that it's hard for them to actually set up to deal with us. Temporal Arc. That way or that way? I think we Temporal Arc that way. So now we have everything covered in the east and northeast. So that guy's going to just go for our throat a little bit. We might be taking long-lasting damage from this. All the damage. Whiff on all of those, which kind of sucks a little bit. Let's see. If the target's marker moves and deals an additional 20 damage. Let's go ahead, and I'm really hating this bloom right now. We'll go ahead and drop that. And Volt Step, I believe. I don't know if Volt Step is going to send us off the map or not, but it's going to do some damage. Okay, so that one's dead. We've only got the guy over there in the northeast. He's going to get some attacks off because he's a jerk. We should be good to just burst on this guy. And we're done. No one died on that one. It was easy, though. So I'm not really concerned about that. You can now empower your Stilla by reclaiming lost memories. Recall now. Okay, so you instant teleport to target position. That's actually kind of nice. That one applies protection to target ally and applies vulnerable to yourself. Fortify, strengthen, and ready to all allies. You are... I wish I could see what skills they had, by the way, in all this. So I could tell which one they were. They are a brawler, so chances are... I can't recognize them by the pictures. Not after just one encounter. That's not going to work for me. So what I'd recommend, if this is a recommendation to the devs, since this is a playtest, always going to have recommendations kind of floating around. This is a playtest. I would recommend if you let the person click on it and have some way to see the character's skills, even if it's just like a button over here, like see skills. That way you can see which character it is based on their skills. I'm going to go with Mater Blessing, I believe. That is delayed. Both of these are really good for us. The teleport range is really nice because that would get us across gaps. I'm going to go ahead and go defensive. Flat 5 damage reduction, increases damage multiplier, and end of turn offset. Sierra is a DPS. Before enemy uses skill interrupt that deals... Ooh, that's an interruption. That would be... Oh, in other side, we actually took massive advantage of interrupts. So, with the gunners, I believe they were. I don't remember their actual name. We have another Mater Blessing. Shoulder charge moves yourself forward by 2 tiles and deals 15 damage to target them, pushes them back by 3. The enemy collides with an obstacle unit, takes an additional 10 damage. It's either Sanguine Boil or shoulder charge. I think we actually do Sanguine Boil. Just for the react. Restores 10 AP to ally. If you have Chaotic Flux, prepares Continuum trigger again. That one would be kind of good for doing a bunch of stuff in that. Teleport would be handy for getting across stuff. 15 damage and knocks them back. So these are overlapping a lot. This is the only one we haven't seen on the other ones. I don't have access to Chaotic Flux, so we can't just chain that together, but we could go with something fun on that if we are able to get Chaotic Flux again. I'm going to re-roll to see what other ones we get. Before an enemy starts their turn, interrupts, then delays your turn by 40 time units and applies Chaotic Flux to yourself. That's an interesting thing. Interrupts and advances your turn by 30 time units. And teleport to target position, deals 10 damage to enemies on the way, and delays their turn by 20 time units. I'm going to go ahead and do phase tunneling. That's a teleport with pain. We started in the blood pit. Currently have a 55 blood. At the end of each cycle. Has been found in this location. Location remains quiet, scattered enemy presence. Do we go for a higher difficulty one? I think we're already damaged. 50 cycles required to move between locations. So I'm going to go for a medium on the big map, I think. I just want to see what happens. That'll put us up to 205, I believe. We get 100 XP regardless. Okay, that's all the enemies being placed. These are blood blisters when destroyed or when pushed into it. Okay, so these are just damagers. They don't move, they just get exploded. The enemies are Seraphins, which are instant air effect applies strength into targets, so that's a buffer. We've got a birthing pod. So that is buffing the enemies. What do we actually have? Okay, so we have birthing pods off in the distance. Then we have explodey boys. Yeah. Character collides, deals 25 damage and pushes back by 3 tiles. If the target collides with an obstacle or unit, yeah, these just all knock us back. Got a normal enemy there and in there. So I think for you, we don't actually have a... Yeah, we don't have a choice of, like, spawn locations. That is slightly different. Let's go for... Yeah, Lightning Strike is 20 time units. So that would be tied with these guys. Him, him, and him. We could get it in on you. Think we might want to go into like an overcharge state, so I'm gonna come down here. We're gonna go after this guy first, and then we're gonna deal with the stuff across the way. I think we want to damage that. And then we can move backwards by 2 tiles if we go... No, we can't do that yet. We don't have enough for another Sanguine Boil, so just end turn. Oh, those guys get to go right away. I didn't even notice they were ahead of us in the turn order. So we're going to blow that up. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get down here and get ourselves a blessing. And it doesn't matter if we're going to be late on the turns. I think the blessing is going to be worth it. Yeah, that's going to be applies fortified strengthen and ready to all allies. Here comes the little buffer boys. That means it's going to get a turn before us. Do we heal between stages? Interesting. The aura. I'm trying to think what we want to do. Okay, so that's only a certain distance. What I think we want to do, and I kind of wish we had camera rotation as well. But I'm going to go ahead and send you down here. We're going to phase tunnel between you, I believe, to there. Do these actually have... Yeah, we'd be able to hit at an angle on that guy if we went there. Temporal Arc does not. Although that would, because if I can look past the... Yeah, it looks like it is going to hit there. I'm just trying to see past the fog, which is like perpetually right here and causing the ground to be impossible to see. Think this is the one we want? Yeah. And then end turn. So these guys are going to start charging towards us. We should be able to deal with them relatively easily. Give ourselves a buff. Nuke that bastard. Okay, so they're stronger now, and they're going to be spawning all kinds of nonsense from these blood boils. You could possibly set it up where you could, like, charge that far, but you'd have to have more skills than we have. These guys are just going to keep moving forward to try and fight us. I'm surprised they don't burst to try and get further on a turn, even though it's going to delay their turn. There might be a penalty for bursting that I'm unaware of currently. Let us see. We all have bonuses there. Think we lightning strike. That is a 20 time unit. They're gonna get in this range, so we go ahead and drop that there. Do another one. Yet another. Yeah, I would 100% say bring back the dark backgrounds. Makes life about 1,000,000 times easier. Yeah, they're going to keep giving that guy bonuses, which kind of sucks. Ooh, 0 damage. Cute. Do we go for another Mater Blessing? No. I do want to do this, though. Take him down. I don't have any other delays besides this. I'm going to go ahead and just end turn. Let our buff sit. And can we guarantee a hit on any of these guys? I don't think so. I really wish this fog wasn't here. Is there a way to actually disable that? No, not right now. Cursor lock. But this is definitely a playtest. There's a lot to go through in here. But, and yes, I do have analytics off while I'm recording. I usually turn some of them on whenever I am actually just testing afterwards. Let's go with... That would be after they move. So I'm going to do Temporal Arc, I believe. No, they're not going to get in range of that. So I'm going to go ahead and move you... Move you like that. That way we get a turn relatively soon. These guys are just going to hatch all kinds of nonsense. Nothing I can do about it. I suppose I could have phase tunneled over there, but... Okay, so he's doing an ability later. Oh, they're trying to set up over in that area. Cute. And we did aim it at least semi-right. So one of you is down. They're just going to keep buffing. Oh, Soul Drain. I'm not sure what that one's going to be. That might be eating one of these explodey things to get power. Oh no, delayed annihilation actually hurts, by the way. Because that guy was buffed out the wazoo. Oh, he's going to get another one. You jerk. KL. Let's go ahead and go here. Can I move? Oh, yeah, I have to select it. Let's go ahead and push you away. And I'm going to set up another blessing. Right. Oh, do I not have the AP for this? That's 30 AP? Yeah, that should be enough. Why can I not apply that? There we go. And then we'll start dealing with the nonsense over there. The Yorda, you can actually get up here and do your thing. This is 30 TU out, so it's going to be after that guy gets a turn, unfortunately. 15 TU. Yeah, we'll go ahead and doop. Bloop. And then bloop. An end turn. Okay, I'm getting the way it's set up. I would love to be able to select my units. I would love the bloom from the mist to not be quite so egregious. Simply making a dark background would fix it instead of the bright white background. I know there's probably a thematic reason for it, but right now, not huge on it. Let's go for Sanguine Boil. And lightning strike there. Because they're going to get delayed. And I don't want to... do I want to move back? No. Get us a little bit of defense going there. Probably going to take a decent amount of damage because those guys are going to come up and get a turn before us. Legitimately don't know what Soul Drain does. Maybe they won't. Yeah, they're going after two of us. Okay, so this guy, Battle Cry. I kind of wish I could see what Soul Drain does. Does not apparently want to do anything for me. Go and get the buff refreshed. And I think... Oh, we have to go around our allies, too. I don't know... Yeah, we can do vulnerable on you. And a second vulnerable. Basically, running... what's his name? Trying to remember the dude's name from Expedition 33. Gaston. No, it's not Gaston. Let's go with phase tunneling. And that is a 30 TU. This is 15 TU. They're all going to get turns before she can actually do any other stuff. So that is 25 AP. We can do it twice. Then you move up there since you're already in burst and end turn. Maybe mitigate some of the damage this guy's about to do. Demonic Blast is gonna go off. Okay, your turn. That's a 10 out. Okay, so Sanguine Boil and Volt Steps, I think. And then we get you out of range of this because he's going to do a ton of damage. We might lose a unit. I don't know. You guys all get fortified. You smack him. Did that interrupt him? Yeah, it does. Okay. That's a good thing. So that attack prevents him from doing his garbage stuff. She can at least tank a little bit of this. I don't know if there's permadeath in this, by the way. Let's go with... I'm going to come up here and actually do... Cutting Edge on you. That just straight up killed him. Cutting Edge on you. Then we bump you back. I think we move up. Yep. End turn, there's nothing else we can do. That guy's gonna keep buffing his friends, which sucks. That guy's at 5 out, so there's nothing we can do to stop him. There's only a handful of enemies left. That's good. These guys aren't worth anything. Dude is only 5 out, unfortunately. So I want to keep delaying him like that. Keep the enemies from having turns. It's always for the best. Okay, so there's lightning 1, lightning 2, lightning 3. We have enough for a lightning 4? We do not, but we can move you up. So we can actually set up our buffs and all that fun stuff. But yeah, as far as the original Other Side game, I definitely recommend checking that out. It's kind of an interesting story as far as that game goes. I don't want to spoil it by explaining what it's about, but it does cover some dark subjects. It's not just a game about... Okay, after Stilla casts a skill, removes 10 AP to Stilla and prepares to soul drain again. Okay, so it's just going to be soul draining. But yeah, the original game definitely dealt with some dark subjects, and it was a decent tactics game. There was some frustration on my part with it, with that it felt like it wasn't really... It's possible to beat it on your first playthrough, but you have to have like really, really refined skills, and I think, if I remember correctly, you need a bit of luck, because you can get kind of boned with it. But for me, I had to play it through a couple times, and then after about the 4th or 5th time, beating the game like hardcore, just like wrecking everything, after, I don't remember how many playthroughs it was, but I was able to just go boss to boss to boss to boss and just wreck them with my built-up meta progression in it. As far as this goes, I'm going to go there, because I can't see the skulls on the ground because of that bloody fog. That makes it really frustrating that I can't see where they're at in here. That is something that definitely needs to be fixed. And now we just delay you to infinity and beyond. And you get to come up and get into this circle as well, and we'll just do lightnings, I believe. And those will happen after our temporals, so that's fine. Now the question is, do we actually have to... Oh, we don't have to take out the other ones. I'm fine with this. You can now empower your Stilla by reclaiming lost memories. Sweet. What else do we want? So, this one had the buff. Could increase health. If the targets collide with an obstacle or unit, they take an additional 5 damage. I think we're actually just going to go health. The interrupts is a very powerful thing, though. It stops them from using anything. But we're just going to go health on you. When an enemy uses a skill at melee range, interrupts them and advances your turn by 30 time units. So that interrupts and advances our time. So they basically lose that skill. Reduces movement cost. We're going to take another teleport on you. And this one's another Mater Blessing, or we could do Shoulder Charge. not sure which of these we really want out of them. I'm gonna do another Mater's Blessing. That way we can just constantly have that up. We've got that one, this one. We're at 205. We've got a boss there and a boss there. We need another 200 corrupted blood to actually reach them, so I'm thinking we go this way to that boss. First, we could go down like that, I think. And that would at least leave us a path up to this other one, if we wanted to. We're going to do another medium. This gives us another 100, which puts us at 305, which means we just get 100 from that and go in. And I don't know if bosses give us more or less. Okay, so we have a bunch of spear boys. We have 2 birthing pods, it looks like. We're going to move back, and then we're going to charge in to deal with them. And turn. You have Mater Blessing. You're the one with boosted life, so you get to stay on point. And then you get to move back here, I believe. We don't want to move too far back, otherwise we won't be able to, like, fight the enemies. But I think it's 2 turns until they reach us, which works for me. We're just going to keep up a Mater Blessing the entire time. We want to stay a little bit spaced from each other so we don't all get hit by the same thing. And turn. And you... I think I want you to go right there. I know we're basically forming a line, but I'd rather have a line than just be clustered up next to each other. Okay, so they're closing in. That is a little bit of a dangerous one because it gets through our defenses. We reduce damage a bit, but not enough to stop a 20-some-odd damage attack. Okay, what does he have as far as retribution goes? And why are they getting multiple moves so quickly? That's bullshit. Can I have a turn? I don't actually know why that one was able to move twice so quickly. Okay, so you... Does this actually... I think that hits everybody there. Their skills are going to come in at 15. So we do a Sanguine Boil and a Volt Step. I think it's you that we get rid of first. KL. I think we move this way. Those guys are all doing melee things. And then we... These These are both melee, unfortunately. So we're going to go ahead and step back. And do a Mater Blessing again. And it doesn't differentiate between our skulls and their skulls, unfortunately. So movement there takes... Okay, we'd have enough to do another Cutting Edge. Which, since we're in burst anyway, we might as well. And you... don't have any... Oh, you have phase tunneling. That's about the only thing. So we phase tunnel there. And then... do we phase tunnel back? You are way further down. I think we actually just phase tunnel back. We're going to take damage on this one regardless, but we don't have permanent issues with that. And set that up because we might as well have something going across there. Those guys aren't going to be able to reach us just yet. Shut him down. Delayed that one. Gave us all a buff. Raging Stab does nothing because we have damage reduction. They're just setting up those retribution reactions, and it's making me nervous. We're going to take a lot of damage from that retribution, by the way. Demonic Burst. Damage their own guys as well, at least. Sira, do not die. Can I have a turn? Sira. I keep trying to rotate the camera with Q and E. For those that are wondering why there's like a delay. Let's go ahead and go up this way to get out of the range of that. Lightning Strike. That's a 20 TU, so it's going to go before you, you, and you. But these two will get a turn first. So we're just going to go there. And we're going to go full ham on Lightning Strikes. And try and delay their turns. Which means we go... Actually, I think we just go here. Vulnerable. Push. Push again. Do we have enough to do another vulnerable if we move forward one? Because that's going to be 15. We only have 16 left. So I think we just move out. And then it is up to you. Phase tunnel to delay him behind the lightning. Then we move, I believe, there. Phase tunnel to there. Do we have enough for another phase tunnel? We do, but we get stuck in range if we do it. I think. They all clumped up. I gotta take advantage of it. We don't have enough AP to get out of there. There we go. We won. We didn't lose a unit. We almost did. Recall more memories. Reduces your movement cost or reduces your end of turn initiative. We could also do fortify on self. But I think we do the reduce end of turn initiative so we can move faster. Get everyone having Mater Blessing if we wanted to, but I don't think that's going to be important for us. I think we want end of turn initiative and I'm gonna reroll. Increase our AP. Greatly increase our health as well. Both of those are nice. I think we go with greatly increase our health. We want to be able to survive more. We're taking a decent amount of damage from stuff, which makes me nervous. So 115 corrupted blood. We're going to do an easy one on this because that's going to get us enough to go into this location. This does not look any easier than the other one we had on this map. I mean, there's less explodey boys. There's the exact same number of all the other enemies. It's not what I wanted. Let's go ahead and get back to movement. Order-wise, these guys are at 20s. These guys are at 5s. I think we actually just do Sanguine. I kinda wish I could get everyone with Sanguine Boil, but alas my ass, we cannot. This would happen at 20 TU, which is right at the start of their turn, unfortunately. I think we just do a second Sanguine Boil. I don't know if that's going to work twice on one target or whether it's going to work on multiple targets. You go ahead and give us a buff. And just end turn. We're waiting here for the enemies to come to us. What does Beacon do? Don't know, because it already moves on to the other one. Beacon. Oh, that's Encourage. Advances time turn by 25 whenever that goes off. And you get to come down. How much health do you have? 120? I think we go there with you. And just end turn and hold. That way you get a turn faster. He's gonna just keep buffing him. I'm not actually that bothered by the little buffing guys, because we can usually, I'm going to say usually, take down the aggro boys fast enough that they don't become a huge threat. There's vulnerable. We will go burst, just so we finish this bastard off. And turn. You. I think tunnel this guy. A few times, in fact. I'm just trying to make sure. Oh, this is a sword one. So we have sword, axe, and I think they do actually have different abilities. I think these are going to be the big damage targets, and these are the lots of little hits, which makes these more dangerous. Lightning strike. You are a little bit delayed. Go ahead and just surge up all the lightning strikes. Can we do one more? No, we can't. You are going to fall. You're going to just sit there. That's fine. Yes, move up with him. How are you? Wait a minute. Hold up. I guess I miscalculated the turns for that guy, or he got a boost in his turn speed. Either way, they're all still going to die. Because we have 3 lightnings coming in. Oh, the sword guy did not die. That is unfortunate, because he's going to do delayed annihilation. We should be able to kill him before he gets a turn. Because you are an instant. And that's a melee, so this would burst and do a lot of problems for us, unfortunately. So we just do a meter. And enter. So we have 5 more pods spawning. There's 3 there, 2 up there. I think we wait for them to come. I don't think these stack up, but we'll find out sooner or later. And no, I don't mind them spawning and coming after us. Those... So we got axe and sword. Sword, our priority target. Axes are less important. This guy is not a normal sword one, though. No, he's a reaction one. So we have reaction sword, we have damage sword, and then we have the... Oh! Demonic burst slash... I'm gonna swing at you 95 times axe, guys. And we just keep this setup. We wait here for them with an interrupt. That way we stop at least one of them from attacking. And then we go just keep buffing our defenses. I want them to come to me. And yes, whenever you start being able to choose your own units, like we did with the other side, you can start making broken combos. Whenever it's chosen for you, like in this, which is a playtest, it's going to be one of those things where kind of got to work with what you got. Looks like we're going to have nice clusters coming up. Keep the Mater Blessing going. Those guys are going to take a minute to get here. Oh, he's going to get interrupted. No, he's not. Okay. Okay, that's 20 TU. These guys are all 25 out, unfortunately. I think we just keep going Sanguine Boil as an interrupt, because I don't think they're going to reach us this turn. They're going to reach us next turn. And you are going to actually move there, because that's not going to put you into boost. Okay, so now they've moved up. The main reason we have the Sanguine one is to interrupt you. Then we get into delay mode. What does Beacon do? Okay, so the movements are... Oh, these guys are all at 20. Our turn is so freaking delayed. It's so ridiculous. Okay, so she is going to Knock you back. Then we have... Yeah, we're going to go boost on this one. And then we go here and do another one on this guy. And then we move back. That was a heal, apparently. Wasn't it? Cataclysm. I don't know what that does. It is area of effect, 36 damage. That's not too bad. We can survive it. That's all that matters. I think the enemy design in... Like, the character design in this one is kind of similar. But the enemy design, I think, was better in other side. Okay, so that's 20 turns out. Enemies around us. I think we go there. Then we do it again. And then we do it again. You notice I am not caring about that little bastard up there. Mainly because we can deal with him later whenever there's no threats around, because all he'll do is keep trying to buff the other buffer. I mean, he'll try to buff these guys first, but it's whatever. We want to get to at least one boss today. That's the entire goal. Okay, so you are going to go there. That puts us in... that's actually unfortunate. So you just end turn. I think we're okay. Got Axe and Reactive, boy. The little sword guy there is reactive. This one is an Axe user. And we might not go with more delays. I think it might not be beneficial to do so. So we just go burst on you. Take out this bastard. I do wish their bloodstains remained on the ground, so you could see like how many you killed just by where they're placed, or it had some kind of mechanical effect, but sadly it does not. There's our boost gone. We need to reapply it. Thankfully we have the ability to set up an interrupt, so we don't have to worry about it as much. Yeah, because you just set up this. End of 8. Have we taken damage in this yet? They're buffing each other. Now we'll just have to wander over there and just nuke them. It's nothing. So the only guy that can pose even a remote threat is Big Boy up there. The sword one right there that mounces over. End turn. Let's keep our buff up. End turn again, and let's see what he's got. And yes, I love that it cancels his action. That is a pretty solid skill choice. And I need to hurry a little bit because I actually have a stream to do in a little bit under an hour from this. Okay, so cutting edge or buffs. I think we'll go cutting edge on you, bud. Oh, he is weak. Okay, so there's the next big guy gone. So now it's just the support guys. I don't want to overextend myself, just in case these guys actually do have an attack. They just didn't show it before. But I think they are just going to sit there buffing each other. Okay, so do you have Temporal Arc. And I am going to do phase tunneling on the two of them back and forth. And I don't have another phase tunnel, so they're only delayed by so much. We should be free to do this as much as we want before they actually get a turn. So we'll see if this guy has an attack. I don't think he's gonna. If he doesn't... Actually, we might just kill him before that. If he doesn't have an attack, we'll have done this without taking any damage, which is ideal for me. Backstabs. Relatively easy so far, but we have been doing it on easy and medium, so not surprised by that. Increase your damage dealt multiplier. Damage plus. Greatly increases your damage reduction. I'm not sure how much that's going to increase it. But I'm going to go with damage dealt. And we have greatly... Why would you offer both of these at the same time? I mean, you obviously would take this one or this one. We're going to go ahead and just grab... End of turn initiative would be nice. Your damage dealt multiplier, I just noticed that. You know what? Let's just go dangage. Oh, we can't... Can we go there? No, we can't go there yet. No, we have to take this little one. Okay, fine. We'll do another easy one. I was hoping that would be just right into this next fight, but unfortunately it did not. We've got to take... We're taking an easy fight here because I don't particularly care. So you... drop out there. Blink. Do we have enough to, like, blink twice? I don't know why. There we go. Don't know why it's not letting me select that. And we could do... that. Why can I not? There we go. For some reason, it's not accepting my inputs on some of these things. It's like, okay, can you please? I guess we go ahead and... You know what? We'll just enter in there. We can get across this relatively quickly. And you can handle him. And that puts us in a position where I think we actually don't have anything to worry about here. We might take a little bit of damage just from being reckless, but who cares about that? Phase tunnel. Delayed him back to 30, so he's behind the lightning. Oh, and that is actually interesting. That is a buff for us as well. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because it's going to hit you over there. and turn. So these guys just get to start charging towards us. They shouldn't. Oh, he got into range. Oh no, we're going to take some damage. Well, that sucks. Those guys are both going to get to move before we do, unfortunately, and we have the one spawning a guy over there. So she is just all by herself over here. And I don't think the range on the... Oh, that would reach you, at least. You know what? Why not? Move there so you actually get it in a good position. And turn. I think 1-for-1 we can take these guys anyway. He's going to go completely ham on her. Thankfully, it's only, what, a handful of 4 damage hits. And these guys are all at 25 out, so why not? Cast all the lightning. This should still kill them. See if that moves our lightning back or not. I don't know if it's going to. It does not. Sweet. Hello, friend. I've come to ruin your day. I'm gonna punch you in the dick. For those of you who are wondering what that's a reference to, go watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged. But for the most part, I'm enjoying this. There are things that I have already mentioned that need to be fixed, but I'm not going to drag that out too much. And we'll just temporal arc you. A few times. Get you a turn fast, because why not? Although I don't think it's going to matter, because these guys are going to be dead before that, because she's got 3 lightning strikes coming in on him. That guy survived an amazing amount. What other ability do we want? Greatly increase our damage reduction. Sure, why not? Reduces your initiative, increases your backstab damage. We're going to do... and reduces your initiative. We're going to do reduces your end of turn initiative. We want to be going faster. We already do enough damage. So now we have a boss. We could do hard mode, but I'm just going to do normal mode on there. We're going to do 75 blood, smack them around. I want to see what the bosses look like. And that should be about where we call the run after we finish the boss. Let's see how it go. Is this a proper boss encounter, or is it... we have big sword, axe, and little sword. Couple healers. Why am I not seeing an actual boss here? The music is different. You got a Potentat. These actually have... It looks like, not great amounts of life. 50... 125. It's not like they're much stronger than before. Let us go. Actually, I'm going to move you up for this first. That is a 35 AP. I'm going to move you there. Just so you cover a bit. Oh, that puts you into burst range. I thought that says 35 AP. Did we really? Maybe that is where 35 sits. I'm not going to worry about it. We're very much sitting on delay them and then nuke them when they get close. In turn. I do find it interesting that the enemies have an angel-ish design. I do wonder what the story of this is going to be. As a playtest, I'm not surprised that it's not like at the forefront, but I would not be surprised if later on it becomes much more evident later on in development. Yeah, they need to go mid. Yeah, pretty much my main criticism is they need to go mid-tones on the background. That is literally the only thing that's super important in my opinion. And hopefully we'll eventually be able to just select our sisters. I don't remember what they're called in this one. The Cilia or something like that. They were sisters in Other Side. Other Side, brother. In Brother Side. No, I'm not going to make that joke. That's a little too Randy Savage for me. Okay, do we... Who do we take out first? I think we actually take you out, because I think we can do it without putting you into burst. And you have phase tunneling, but I think we continue just casting that. Turn management, key in both this and Other Side. Delayed annihilation. She is going to set up Sanguine Boil for interruption. And then we drop some lightning in on you guys. Why? Because it's going to do some damage and we can go into burst for that. That's going to stop him from doing anything there. He's going to set up demonic burst, but it's going to happen after our lightning. Those are going to hatch their little buggers. Axe guy, not a threat. They got rid of 4 of them. Holy crap. Okay, so we got Axe guy and Sword guy coming. That is fine. I think we do move up to get into a decent position here. Does that put us too far forward to do another one of those? So we'll just hold. This is 30 TU, so we need to be at, I believe it's 70. To not go over. There we go. But yeah, it seems turtling is the strategy in this for now. That was something that was a thing in Other Side as well, but would bite you later on if you didn't know what you were doing. Because it went from you should be a turtle early on to being you should be reactor. Like everything should have reactions to everything. Because the way I did it is I had a bunch of reactive shots. So basically anytime an enemy would do something within line of sight, they would get shot and take damage, and then everybody else would react to them being shot and taking damage by shooting them again and doing even more damage. It decimated things. Okay, so you got sword and axe. I think you take out the sword guy. In one shot even. Holy crap. That was more effective than I anticipated. You might be taking them both out. Almost. I mean, she's going to finish him off, but that was mostly just our sword user back there. Victory. So that's a boss fight? That didn't feel like a boss fight. That didn't feel like you have defeated the boss level and won the demo. Thank you for playing the Exsanguis demo. Keep wanting to call it Exsanguinous. And I don't know why. But that was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing some of their boss designs because that was kind of the highlight in Other Side was the boss design. They were very evocative of a particular emotion they were trying to convey. So we'll see how that goes. And keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, definitely go check out the playtest for this. You can apply for it over on the Steam page for it. I don't know how quickly they'll accept, but hey, it's fun.